that you have your 370Z kit or G37 kit installed, we're going to go over a couple of the features while the kit is still loose that we can show you and explain better. Starting with the motion ratio adjustment for the coilover. Adjustment and these holes are used to increase the stiffness and softness of your suspension. The further you move the shock towards the outside of the car or towards the knuckle, the stiffer your ride is going to be. There will be a slight change in the ride height of the car, but the majority of what you're changing here is the motion ratio, the leverage that the chassis has on compressing the suspension. So I'll say that again, stiffer is this way, softer is that way. Right now we have it mounted in the softest setting possible. The next thing to note on the upper control arm is we've mounted the inner heim joints all the way in. We do this because it gives us range. If you do want to adjust caster, you can do it from the upper, but leave that till the end. This is mostly used for fine-tuning in your camber. Your camber can be adjusted using this outside heim joint, where you can extend it and shorten it, bringing the top of the knuckle inwards towards the engine or out towards the fender. That is going to increase and decrease your camber. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Ackerman adjustment. That is all done in this location. To change the Ackerman, you're going to want to change out these plates. It's easily done using these 4 bolts. If you want to increase positive Ackerman, you're going to want to put the plate in that has the hole located on the inside of the knuckle. If you want to decrease your Ackerman or go towards negative, you're going to want to move the hole towards the wheel, and that's how these work. The plates will be included with the kit. The next part that I want to talk about is the caster adjustment. This is done all on the car. This joint itself can be tightened on all points. You'll be able to adjust your caster using this smooth adjuster and using the jam nut on the back. So at the position that you want to locate your caster, you'll be able to tighten up the jam nut and it will remove the ability to adjust the arm. And I'll loosen it off just to show you the range of motion that you can have. This inner mounting point is where you are able to adjust your track width. We installed this with only about 1 to 2 threads left into the arm. This point is used for adjusting your track width. It is the least likely to be adjusted part, so if you're installing this kit and you need to make caster or camber changes, this would be your last resort to use. And it's easier just to set it and forget it and use the other points of connections that I showed you to make your adjustments. For the sway bar, we include this bolt with the kit. This bolt can be used if you are not running your sway bar. Not running the sway bar can be for a variety of different reasons. Maybe your wheel is hitting the sway bar with the wheels that you're running. Maybe you don't like the feel of the sway bar. Maybe your spring rates are too stiff. There's multiple reasons why people may not run it. You can also use these holes, buy a universal sway bar link, which looks like this. And that universal link can be used to mount to any one of these 4 holes. These are going to increase and decrease the stiffness of the bar. It's an easier connection point, and these links are usually able to be adjusted so you can lengthen them and shorten them and connect them on different angles.